hit, Randy.
Thanks, man. It was like a change-up blown away. Take it, ground ball.
I didn't realize he had that changeup until I hit one off the top of the bat. It's a fly ball to center. That's probably going to drop. Just a second. Okay.
All right, boys. Here we go. Make sure that first out, let's go. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Fly ball to left field. There's 2 men on, nobody out. Dan gloves it, 2 men on, 1 out. This is what, top of the 8th? Bottom of 7th. I'll find out. It's bottom of the 7th, still 4-0. Good wood. Good wood, Dan. Fooled you on that changeup too, didn't he?
Yeah, outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He threw me one off the plate. I didn't realize he had the changeup, so the second pitch I just assumed it was a fastball, and it was so juicy, but it wasn't a fastball.
Good pitch. I was outside and I got ahead of it.
Yeah.
Instead of going with it,
Right.
I pulled it.
So we're talking on the bench about this second pitcher they brought in. Nate Stark, in particular, was really impressed with his changeup. I saw it firsthand. First pitch he buried a changeup off the plate. I just swung out of my shoes. May not have looked that way, but that's the effort. It's the effort level I put in. All right, that was a force out at third, fielder's choice. That's 2 outs. Hey Dan, what inning are we in? Top of 8?
7.
Bottom 7. 4-0, right?
Yeah.
All right, bottom of the 7, 4-0, 2 outs. Try to keep this phone.
That play? 5, you. So 5 unassisted. I don't know if I want to call that. Fielder's choice. Yeah.
We'll talk about the other pitcher next inning. Let's finish this one off.
The runner.
Probably talking to myself at this point, but that's okay. Won't be the first time. Oh man, that was a line drive off Kenny.
Hey!
Boy, that was a seed right off of Kenny. I don't know where that hit him. He's walking without difficulty. And then Mike Dahl, you probably saw it, ran to the ball, picked it up with the bare hand. Ball was moving too when he barehanded it. Made the throw to first to get the out. That was pretty fortuitous. If that ball doesn't hit Kenny, it's up the middle. They got to run on that. So the bounce went our way. Bottom of the 7th, top of the 8th. So yeah, this pitcher we're facing has got a really good straight changeup. Nate Stark said he was really impressed with it. A hitter of Nate Stark's quality talks about how good the pitch is. You listen.
Here we go.
So he's getting a lot of us generating weaker contact because we're swinging for the fastball and we're hitting the changeup.
What are we up right now? 4-0. But we're gonna get 6 runs this inning. So.
Let's see where that hit Kenny. Kenny, where'd that get you? In the foot?
Butt cheek.
Got you in the butt cheek.
Right in the butt cheek. Want me to show you?
We'll get a video of that later and we'll send that out. It's gonna leave a mark because I actually thought it hit him in the foot. So it sounded like a ball off the foot contact. So it must have thwacked that buttock pretty hard. Poor Kenny. Someone's asking about the score. It is 4-0. It's 4-0, top of the 8th inning.
Let's go 9. Side of Bushy.
Okay, Corey. The score is game recap. The score is 4-0. We're in the top of the 8th. We came out really flat and slow, and we were facing some really flat and slow pitching, and that combination was not dynamic. So we have not seen a lot of barreled baseballs from the Mammoth today. Most of the hits have been soft. Emory did hit just a rocket ship to right that one or two hopped the fence. But we chased their loopy starter out, and now we've got a guy who's got a really good straight changeup. There it is right there. So fastball's, it's an average 35 plus fastball, but it's an above average changeup. So we're seeing a lot of end of the bat contact, a lot of weaker contact from the Mammoth. Kenny's pitching a gem.
Come on, Bushy, get there!
Bushy, get there. First baseman fielded on the glove side, threw to first base. It's one out. Kenny's pitching a gem. I've said it a couple times, but we've had so many breaks in this feed, I'll assume some people haven't heard it. Kenny has a certain deportment, a certain mien on the mound when he's in control, and he kind of slid into that profile in about the second inning, and he's just been on cruise control. They've had a few guys on. They had one bad base running error. They had first and third, one out. Infield was back, of course, for the double play, and we got the double play ground ball, but we didn't turn it. But inexplicably, the man on third base did not go home on the play. So, and then Kenny got the next batter, so that saved the shutout. That's the kind of base running you sometimes see from winless teams. Let's see what else. Put on my readers here. Ted. In astronomical terms, how would you describe the first base? How dare you? How dare you tempt me like that, Court? I'll wait for our first baseman's Emory. I could probably find some kind of astronomical body that is flattering. Cork is, of course, giving me an attaboy about my big RBI. If I could set this phone down, I'd make some air quotes. My big RBI double. It's a little bloop to left, but who cares, man? I needed to do something to help the team, so that one felt pretty good. Went to second on the throw, Cork. I mean, let's be honest. All right, that's a foul ball. Now we're back to the top of the order. We've added some guys to the bottom. Got to get to 14, and I think we're a little uncomfortable with the score, but I think we're all very comfortable with the man we have on the mound and how he's doing his business out there. So we added, instead of replacing guys to the order, we added them to the bottom. That's lengthened the lineup out, but we're back to the top now. We had a different lineup construction today. We rested some of our, I guess you'd call them regulars. So Matty Grill, who would probably be at the top of just about any other lineup in this division, has been batting second leadoff for us. There's a line drive to left that's going to drop. The fielder is not mobile. So we mixed the lineup up a little bit. I mean, that's probably contributed a little bit to the malaise as well, the offensive malaise. I mean, not that much though, because you can mix this lineup up and it's still really potent. We just saw a lot of pop-ups against that loopy pitcher, and felt like guys were a little flat this morning. We had a very quick turnaround. Most of us didn't get home till about midnight. That's a stolen base for Dan. Man on second. Most of us didn't get home till after midnight, and then, we all had a soak in the hot tub, so kind of a late night for all of us. Early morning. You gonna square one up, Case?
How do I best do that, do you think? You got any idea?
Be cognizant of this guy's changeup.
Yeah.
Very good.
Thinking of, going to right with it or center.
Yeah, just stay tight. Stay compact. Think compact. Casey was asking, as you could hear. Casey's had a couple pop-ups today. I think it's fair to say this has been his worst offensive performance of the tournament so far. Casey's not someone, I don't think Casey's particularly fond of hitting. Sorry, this camera works so bad. I'm trying to keep it out of the sun. I don't even know if you can see the hitter there. I think that's, He's not particularly fond of hitting. I don't know how to put this. Try that. I'm gonna try that.
Good first take.
Can't even see this. Anyway, he's not particularly fond of hitting slower pitching. There's another pop-up, but that's going to go foul. But I don't think he's crippled by it either. I think this is just kind of a letdown game for Casey. I would anticipate game 2 after he's had a nice lunch and maybe spool back up. He'll have a more typical Casey performance tonight. He'll be back in the lineup. Wow. I think that must have been the changeup.
Let's go.
I talked to him about that. Casey waved at a pitch off the plate.
All right, guys, defense time. Hey, let's tighten it up here, huh?
I can say I had exposure to that changeup. He threw me. I saw 2 pitches in my last at bat. The first one was a changeup off the plate, and swung as hard as I could and missed probably by a good 6 inches. And then the second pitch was another changeup that I somehow hit off the top of the bat. The mistake I made was not talking to the guys on the bench. I didn't realize he had that changeup. I would have been more compact with the swing. I would have thought about letting it travel deeper. But what are you going to do? So now we are in the bottom of the 8th, I believe. Still 4-0. We're going to have one more shot at him.
Does he set you up with that for one of those 2 pitches with a fastball?
Emery hit a
Come on, Kenny, let's go.
hit a missile shot off this pitcher last time. I think he got 2 fastballs. At the time I thought he was just throwing a fastball, so maybe he got a straight changeup because the speeds they're not that different, but they're different enough that it really messes you up. Anyway, he hit just a rocket to left. Hardest hit ball of the afternoon.